like in all seriousness, I know everyone's probably thinking, oh, Chris,
no,
we've been down this road.
We've been through this.
We've been through this. You bought an Elise and sold it a couple of months later. You bought an M3 and sold it 2 weeks later. Learn from your mistakes. I agree with you. I should. I agree entirely.
So we're on our way to look at GT86.
Yeah. Let's explain where we're going, what we're doing.
What's happening?
Going to test drive a GT86. Why that?
I'm on board. I'm on board.
Yeah.
I like them.
You want me to buy it so that I get bored of it after a month and sell it to you, don't you? Yeah, that's basically why you're here. You're just looking at it and going, yeah, I'll take that. Chris, buy it.
I'm here to make sure, but the guy's going, no, it's rusted. I'm like, that's fine. Doesn't matter about that. Just get it fixed before I have it. What?
Right, 'cause at the moment I've got the R8 and this, which is an M235i. And the R8 is obviously great for going really fast and handles well and everything. But you don't want to be like sliding it around everywhere and doing track days, and it gets really expensive and blah 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 blah. You can't drift it, like you might have seen go around the roundabout dressed as Santa Claus, but it's not ideal. This is quite good for like going sideways and having a bit of fun, but it's like, you know, it's my daily driver car. It's nice. It's, you know, got it pretty much.
It's got to be reliable. Don't want to be breaking down.
Yeah, I don't want to be going, oh, I've smashed it into a curb and now I can't drive it. Now I've got to go shopping in the R8 and stuff. Like, yeah, this is kind of, I need to keep this working properly, and I like the car. Like, it's a really nice car. It looks nice. It's clean. Well, it's not clean, but you know what I mean. It was pretty much brand new, so it's like, I don't want to wreck this. And tyres are expensive as hell on this and awkward to find. So yeah, this isn't ideal for doing any kind of drift day or anything like that. So hence the requirement for a GT86. There we go.
Right.
that's pretty much it. But no, I feel like, I mean, you've seen reviews of the GT86 anyway. Everyone says it's a bit underpowered. It's a bit like
a good drive, but not
good handling.
Yeah,
but could do with a bit more
particularly quick.
Yeah. So, and I feel like, especially after the Elise, where everyone was like, yeah, it's quite quick, and then it felt really slow to me after being in an R8 all the time and being in this. Like, this has got 320 brake, so a car with 200 brake is probably going to feel kind of slow.
Which I think the GT86 is technically slightly lighter than this.
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, I think it's quite a bit lighter. But again, the Lotus was really light. Yeah, the Lotus was like really light, and that didn't feel very fast. So yeah, I think if I get one, I'm gonna have to pimp it up. I'm gonna have to stage 4 turbo it.
And that's not a joke.
No, that's
not a joke. Stage 4 turbo.
I've been looking. I've made like a shopping list basically of like things to buy to make it like a full-on drift car. But we're chatting on the way over. Like, I still don't really know what I would want to do with it at the moment. Like, whether I would build it up to just be like a fast track car, or build it up to be like a drift spec car. Like, I enjoy drifting more, but there's nowhere near us to do it, is there?
Yeah, the closer, it's like 2 hours away, and it becomes a big staying overnight and a big palaver to really do it.
Ideal. And then if you trash the car, you've got 2 hours worth of driving to get back somehow.
Yeah, and then if not, you have to then buy like a Jeep with a trailer, you have to trailer it out of place, and then it just gets crazy.
It's a bit ridiculous. But like I say, I prefer the drifting. I would rather build it as like a drift car, but in reality, I don't know if I'd really get to use it that much. And also, it's going to get smashed up if it's a drift car, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like buying a like 17 grand car to just smash up is a bit stupid. So yeah, I don't know. I'm undecided. We've been overtaken by a Mini.
What?
Well, we had to do the speed limit, so.
This guy.
He's got dual exhaust on it.
Smashed it. Stage 4 turbo.
Stage 4 turbo. Yeah, that's the plan. So
we'll let you know.
Possibly buy one and soup it up. Possibly not buy one and not soup it up. We'll see.
Find out next on
Find out, yeah, coming up. Yeah, look more sort of like a bronzy orange in the pictures. Yeah, it's got a nice example of
stock. Ah, yeah, there you go.
Just don't
hit
it in front on that, because
it's a nice driving position.
it's all there.
Yeah, it's just it feels like the right place.
Right.
Sweet.
Sweet, job done. Bought a car, no I didn't.
For once.
For once, I managed to leave a dealership without buying a car. I'm proud of myself. What did I think of the car? What did you think of the car? You had to sit in the back, which was the back seats on these things. Oh my god.
There's not a lot of room.
They're
the back seats are ace.
yeah, there's like bucket seats. Yeah, it's quite cool.
Comfy
Weird
enough,
bucket
but
seats.
there's no leg room.
Like when you put the seat back to like a comfortable position, there is literally, and I mean literally, like that much. I don't mean like, oh, there's a little bit. I mean there is literally,
yeah, like nothing.
2 centimeters. This is interesting. In the back of a GT86, a lot of leg room.
Not a lot. But yeah, the back seat's terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, back seats are pretty much a no-go. But the front seats, quite good. Like for a stock car, decent seats, aren't they? Like,
yeah.
Like nice, quite supportive.
Sort of got enough bolster around the side.
Yeah, they're a nice sort of mixture between, like, you know, they're not full-on bucket seats or anything, but they're not just plain flat, just comfy seats. So yeah, the seats are quite good. Interior overall, I thought was a bit cheap and nasty.
Quite.
Like,
yeah.
Pretty bad in some places. Like, had a few sort of mod cons like dual zone climate control and stuff. But the actual, like the
plastics
some
and
of
the
plastics
dials
and stuff,
and like that, there's like a bit where there's a clock. It looks like it's out of an old Corolla or something.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
the 80s,
like a little orange LED clock that just literally looks like it cost about.
But then they've got like some sort of carbon stuff here.
It's not carbon, it's
no, but it's a decent looking stuff.
Do you think? I
thought it looked alright. Better than this.
Yeah, right. I thought it looked a bit naff, that bit. But overall, the interior, like the doors and that, I thought were okay. Like the material on the doors was a bit of sort of contrast stitching, which I thought was alright. But like the dash and stuff was pretty cheap and nasty. But it's a relatively cheap car.
That's like the worst bit about it, really.
Yeah, that's where they've saved money, which is fine, really. You know, exterior wise, I really like the look of them. Like being up and close to it, I think they're nice. The little spoiler at the back, I'm not so sold
I don't
on.
like the little spoiler.
No, I'm not sold on that. I think you can get it taken off, but
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. The colour didn't look as nice. I didn't know how it would come across in the footage, but it didn't look as nice in person. But I'm saying I can get it wrapped. That's not a problem. And I know you might think, well, just buy one that's the right colour in the first place. But there's not that much choice around it for that sort of price. Like this one was real low mileage, done 7,000 miles. It was owned by an oldish woman who traded it in for a Vauxhall Corsa. Which makes no sense.
She said she was scared to drive it.
Yeah. Because I don't want to wrap the R8 in something and then be like, oh, that doesn't really look that great. Like, because it's, you know, it's a nice car to kind of ruin, if you know what I mean. Whereas the GT86, I can play around with it a bit more. I think that's
you get away with like a mad orange or a yellow. Or...
exactly. And if it's going to be all like done up with a turbo and shit, it'll kind of fit it, just having a bit of a crazy paint job. So, yeah, I'm much more inclined to wrap that than I would be to wrap this or the R8. So I think that's what it kind of comes down to. Is it'll just be like a fun car that I can play around with. Like I can do stuff to that I wouldn't want to do to the R8 or this.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm going for. And I know some people will be like, it's a bit of an expensive car they just play around with. But when I say play around, I don't mean like just to smash it up. Well, that might happen. But I mean, like, you know, like I say, try things out.
With an exhaust in it, it'll sound amazing.
Yeah, because it sounds quite decent stock. Like,
yeah, nice sound to it.
So handling wise, driving wise, you didn't drive it in the end, did you? So you can't really comment on that. But like, I guess from being a passenger, you could feel it wasn't sort of wallowing around everywhere or whatever.
It felt like it handled its power enough. It didn't feel particularly slow.
No, and this is what I was saying when I was test driving it, was that it doesn't feel as slow as I thought. And like a lot of the reviews I've seen, the only criticism I've really seen from people is that it's too slow. And yeah, it wasn't fast. Like, it wasn't as fast as this. It wasn't anywhere near as fast as the R8, obviously.
But it's like we were saying in that it's fast enough so that you don't notice that it's slow.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like,
yeah. You're not sort of sat there going, come on, come on, come on, like it was in the RX-8. Like, no offense, anyone's got an RX-8, but that felt really slow.
If you're looking at buying a standard GT86, I don't think, it depends what you're coming from, but if you're coming from most front-wheel drive stuff, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah,
I think you'll enjoy it.
It's going to feel as fast as most normal cars that people have. It was a really good like seating position, the steering was nicely weighted. Like doing heel and toe wasn't ideal, but maybe I just need to get used to it in that car. The pedals weren't quite close enough for me to like really easily do it, but I think you get used to it. Braking, we didn't really get to test any sort of extreme braking or anything, did we? But
no,
it felt fine. It didn't feel like it was lacking.
It's got much more mechanical feel than this has.
Yeah, this is
like you could sort of hear the shifts and you could sort of feel it all. And
yeah, it's a little bit more sort of raw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which again, it's kind of fine because this is meant to be like my sort of comfortable, nice, pleasant, quiet daily driver kind of thing.
And then
have that to be a bit more.
Be
Oh fuck. Yeah, so I guess criticisms would be back seats, but that doesn't really matter if I'm just buying it for a kind of fun track car or whatever.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't fast, but again, like I said, that's not too much of a problem, and especially if I'm going to stick turbos in and stuff. The throttle was a little bit sort of soft and spongy, like it wasn't that instant throttle response really.
I'm guessing it's fly-by-wire.
Yeah, it will be, won't it? Yeah.
Throttle, which is. I do miss a good cable throttle.
Yeah.
Oh. The Abarth, like, you try, like, you kind of blip.
Yeah.
You got to, like, really hit it, and then just sort of goes.
Yeah. In the Seat, it was exactly the same. I don't know, any other points we've not covered? Whether I'm going to buy it or not.
Yeah, that's a big.
The sales guy we had a bit of fun with him, didn't we?
Poor guy.
Poor guy. It was up for like 17,700, was it? 17,400?
17,400, yeah.
Yeah, we were like, do it for 16, won't you? He was just like, no. I was like, we just kept saying, I was like, do it for 16.
16.
We'll do it for 16.
16, yeah.
Yeah, we're having it for 16, aren't we?
Yeah, you got to make a deal.
Yeah, we're going to go think about it. I'm leaning towards saying yeah, just because it was a decent enough car completely stock that I feel like if you bang some more power in it and get a turbo,
so you get better.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Like I said, the only thing that was sort of letting it down a bit was it could do a bit more power. I feel like it's a really good base to start from, to add a bit more power to, add like coilovers,
yeah,
stick a Rocket Bunny kit on it. I want to hear people's opinions on whether they like that kit. Because I quite like. I don't normally like the whole like
wide arch.
Yeah, wide arch where you can see like the rivets. Yeah, but I really like it on the GT86. I don't know why. I think it's because I've seen so many like drift videos with people tearing it up with them on. But yeah, and like with like stickers all over it and that. Just I feel like I'm just gonna turn into like a little boy racer, like just like some pimped out thing with a fart can on the back.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
To rein it back a bit.
Yeah. I'll sleep on it, see what I think, and I guess we'll do a separate video if we go down and pick it up.
Sweet.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
16?
16. We'll go for 16. We'll go for 16.